We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the New York Giants. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the New York Giants. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Now a two-time Pro Bowler coming off a big year, Saquon Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Timberland. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And that's good for a gain of 6, 3rd and 7 now. Well, this defense for the Commanders, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And they needed to be, because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Meanwhile, Jones, the throw completed to Hyatt. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down. The Giants at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. And they coming off their very first loss of the season, suffered a week ago.
So now we can all take that chasing the 1972 Dolphins, take it and throw it right out the window.
There he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Giants will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. From his end zone is Byron Pringle. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The 1st and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at their own 17-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. Here's a diving catch right side. And he'll be taken down right there at the 38. A good pickup there at 22. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now Hal. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all. And I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one. And you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
Howell's got this one to Robinson. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. It's Howell with another throw. He hits Adams complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10, as they've got it to the 28-yard line. That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the Giants will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. You talk about this Washington defense. They played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And they needed to be because that game was a game you don't see.
Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah that time, able to drop him for a loss. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This will be taken at the 10. A nice return that time, gets 12. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
Well, they let McLaurin try and run. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
Here we go. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Back to throw. Howell. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Commanders.
A give up the middle to Gibson. That's some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 13 yards there and a Washington 1st.
Pardon, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Giants' 14-yard line.
Adams the man in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge. And that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Kayvon Thibodeau in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Sly able to put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the 1st half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Now this thrown deep for Slayton, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing Jones. That is incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Again, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Excellent play there on third down. Give them 25 yards. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Back to throw again. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And now look at this. Big gain, but fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. For a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra point try good by Gano. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that will bring up 2nd down. They'll go play action. Howell. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 22-yard line.
Off play action. Jones. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Jones. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's brought down. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal. And quickly they get to the line. Jones looking to change the play. Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Another try for Barkley. And this time he is in. Saquon Barkley on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Giants would extend their lead here just before halftime. Gano the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They go play action with Howell. Hitting Samuel on the slant. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit, as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Howell's throw taken in by Samuel. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And the Commanders' first down.
Here's Howell. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
19 tight.
Another throw for Howell. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 15 yards down to the 15 and a first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. And Howell will throw it. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4, still 3 yards short. 4th down. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. But down this big, we know that they need touchdowns instead of field goals, but now it's add insult to injury because they can't even get the three, Charles, on the excellent block there by the special teams.
And it certainly felt to me like the special teams consider themselves an extension of the defense, which has played well for them. They have a nice cushion. They didn't want to allow any points, any opportunity to cut into their lead. A big-time play by those guys on that side of the ball.
74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Bama. Timberland. Great.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Tariq Castro-Fields. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 1st down, Howell looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Howell going to audible to something else. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
2nd down, Howell back to pass. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Howell. That's out wide here for Robinson. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 4. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Oh, look at this play call. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Howell to the air on 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
20! And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 103 yards rushing for him so far as this terrific season continues here. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. That's out quickly to Hyatt. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The throw over the middle, taken in. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Jones. Looking again for Rell, and he's got him again. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run forward Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
Back to throw. Jones feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Going in motion left, that's Campbell. Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Paris Campbell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point try good by Gano. And they open the lead up now to 25. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And that unbeaten record very much in jeopardy. It's been a great first few months of the season so far, but they have run into a buzzsaw here, trailing big in the 4th quarter. But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now a 2nd and 10. Faking the handoff. Howell. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. It's Deontay Banks with it, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here we go, hey.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's Tariq Castro-Fields who picked it. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football.
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football, because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Now Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Throwing, Jones. Catch made by Slayton. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments. Well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat here in the 4th quarter. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Jabril Cox leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part. He's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're